Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So today I am coming at you with a bag review and also what's in my bag video. And this bag is only, I guess, 1 week old, only 1 week old, because I actually bought it last week in Tokyo, Japan, and it's actually for my birthday. So if you guys are still guessing what bag that I am referring to, well, it's none other than my Celine micro luggage. So this bag has been always in my list since a few years ago, but I was a bit hesitant to buy it because there were a lot of mixed reviews at that time. I heard people saying that the bag looks weird, it's heavy, it looks funny and stuff like that. But I just do not know why. It's just that late last year I started to observe celebrities or even on YouTube whereby people giving their opinion about the bag, and it kind of impressed me. And so what happened was that I went to the Celine store in my country and I started to try on the bags, and surprisingly I like it a lot. So I tried on the micro size and also the mini size, and I was very certain that I would purchase the mini size. But surprisingly, when I was in Tokyo, Japan last week, I do not know what happened. I just had a change in my mind and I purchased the micro size instead. So I will tell you more details about that. But first thing first, I would like to share with you the dimensions of the bag, in case any one of you out there who plans to buy the bag and are just like me in the past, whereby you are unsure whether you should take the micro size or the mini size or so on. So this bag is actually from the Spring 2015 collection, meaning that it's pretty new, quite latest, okay? And it actually comes in two colors. The ones with the orange, which is the one like mine, and the other one is actually in dark blue. And another thing that you may want to know is the material. It is unlike the fully leathered material or fully leathered Celine bags. This is actually a mixture of canvas and also leather. It has a mixture of calf skin, lamb skin, and also canvas that you can see in the front part and also at the back part and also on the orange part. Surprise, aren't you? So I've never seen a canvas Celine luggage before, so I was very surprised when I saw this in Tokyo, Japan at that time. And of course, because this part is canvas material, okay, the price is definitely lesser than the ones that are fully leathered. Alright, so as for the dimension, let me share with you. The height is about 10 inches. This side is also 10 inches because, as you can see, this bag is actually squarish in shape. And for the side, this part is about 6 inches. So these are the dimensions for the micro. For the mini and for the shoulder or for the nano, it will be of course different dimensions, which if you are interested, I can share with you. You just have to let me know. Next, I will be sharing with you the pros and cons of owning this bag. So of course, the main reason of purchasing this is because I like the design. As you can see, you can hardly find any bags out there that has a design that looks like this, that has an imaginary two eyes and a mouth that looks like this. So they call it a smiley face or a sad face bag for a reason. And it looks really cute and very unique, and I really like that. I shared with you earlier that this spring collection has two types of canvas. One type is the one with the orange side, the one that I purchased, and the other type has a dark blue side. So I am a person who likes color, pop-up color. So the fact that this bag is pretty plain on the front, meaning that it has a black handle, black leather trimmings over here, and a canvas, white canvas front, I would really want something to pop out of this bag. In this case, a pop-out color, which is orange at the sides. So at least when when I'm carrying the bag frontwards, they just basically see a a very innocent looking face, but when I were to turn it, they can see that orangey pop-out color. So I really like it and chose this orangey color instead, rather than the dark blue ones with that are at the side. Another reason that I like this bag is because of its structured shape. So as you can see, this bag does not lose its shape no matter how many things I put into the bag. So I like it that way. So unlike the typical Speedy 30 whereby some people may need to put a base shaper at the bottom, for this bag I don't have to worry that because the bag is very structured. It will not lose its shape unless you may purposely do something about it, which I don't think you will do that. So yeah, I like structured bags. And another reason, good thing about this bag is that it is a bag that has a zip at the top, meaning that I don't have to worry people pickpocketing my items because I can zip them all the time as and when I wish. So I like that on all my bags. And when you unzip this bag, you will also find there is a inner pocket that is also with a zip, and on the opposite side there is one pocket that you can put your cell phone. So for me right now, it's not convenient for me to show you the bag because my bag right now is loaded with my stuff, which I will share with you later. Maybe once I remove all the items inside, I will show you the inner zip pocket and also the small pocket for you to put the cell phone. So having these additional two pockets is very beneficial because if you have anything that are more valuable, you may want to put it in the zip pocket. And then you have also oops, I take it back. There are one zip pocket and also two side pockets. Okay, and one of it is big enough for you to put your cell phone, and the other pocket is good enough for you to put your name cards or something like that. So these are very good because you will have basically additional space to put those tiny items. The base of the bag, they have feet. So as much as possible, I would like to purchase bags that has feet at the bottom because I will not have to worry my bag getting damaged by any objects on the surface of the table, chair or the floor. So having the feet is really a bonus for me. Okay, so yeah, that's it about the benefits of owning this bag. And I guess I have said so much. There are really indeed so many benefits about owning this bag, and basically those benefits are my personal own benefits, and some of those you may not agree with me, but it's fine. Okay, so next I'm going to share with you the negative thing about this bag. First thing first, this bag has a canvas body, meaning that if you have any stain on this material, it will be a challenge to remove the stain. Okay, unlike leather that are like this, if there is a stain, you can just quickly wipe it off. But for this kind of canvas material, at the side, in the front, and also at the back, you have to be very careful. So each time when I'm using this bag, I'm always very worried because when I'm using this bag, most of the time I will put it in the crook of my arm, holding it this way. And what happens is that it will be of the same height as my hips, which means it has a tendency to rub against my bottom meaning my pants, my jeans. And I'm very worried because the sales associate actually told me that constant rubbing onto materials may cause the color transfer to happen onto the bag. So I seriously do not want to see a blue patch on my Celine luggage bag. So this is something that I have to deal with because this bag is definitely cheaper than the typical full leather Celine luggage tote. But as I said, I purchased it because it's very different, because it has a mixture of a canvas and also the leather. Very unique. But because I choose these unique properties, I really have to be on my toes at all time, meaning that I have to be very careful on how I handle or how I carry my bag. So for those of you who are intending to buy the canvas material, you have to really pay attention to that, because at any time, if you're unfortunate, the color on your clothing might, get transferred onto the canvas material. Okay, especially when my canvas material is, in lighter color, beige in color. So if there is a color transfer, it's gonna be very obvious, and I think it's gonna look very ugly. So I am actually very worried when that day happens. So that's one thing. And secondly, this bag, even though it's the micro size, this bag is not light. So for myself, I carry a lot of things in my bag, and when I transfer all the items into this bag, the weight is horrible. So like right now, oh my god, it's actually very heavy. And one way I told you that I like to carry it using the crook of my arms, but if it gets too heavy, I will end up walking and just holding it by the handle like this. So you have to really bear that in mind, because some people do not like heavy bags. And for me, actually, I do not like heavy bags actually. But because of the design and the brand and how unique it looks, I just have to close two eyes and purchase the bag. But as I say, this bag can get really heavy, so if you only have a few items in your bag, typically, you don't have to worry so much. But for me, oh my god, I'm going to show you what are the things that I put inside this bag. It's crazy. Okay, so the weight is a factor, alright? And thirdly is the leather. The leather linings over here, it can actually get scratched easily, so you have to be very careful, especially us ladies. We have long nails sometimes, so I'm so worried that one day I might just accidentally scratch the leather, and what will happen is that you will see the leather markings on the bag, and it's going to bug you, I guess, for a long time until you fix that scratch mark. So for myself, I have a small scratch which I'm trying to smoothen out so that the scratch might look less obvious. But for you guys that are planning to purchase this bag, you may want to put that into consideration. Okay, you have to handle it with care. Make sure that your nails do not scratch the bag and stuff like that. Okay, I mentioned to you that I like a bag with a top that has a zip, but I realized that mine is very tricky because mine is a bit tougher to zip, especially the part whereby, let me show you. If it's unzipped, it looks like this, right? Okay, but when I want to zip mine up, it always gets stuck. It always gets stuck at this side, meaning that the zip is not smooth. Let me bring the camera down a bit so that you can see. Okay, so like this, right? When I want to zip it, I will usually pull this side so that it's straighter, because otherwise there is there's like a slide down here. So what I will do is I will pull this side and then I will zip it. But as you can see, once I try to zip this side onwards, it's very tight. So I have to pull it tighter, and you see, I have to put some effort into zipping it across the whole bag. So zipping it this way is fine, but once I am going to go upwards, because of the design is actually this way, okay, then there will be a challenge. Okay, so because of that, right, in the end of the day, I just tend to leave it open like this without zipping it. So of course I'm afraid that people might pickpocket my stuff, but because the bag has a deep depth, so chances is pretty unlikely, I guess. But still, I would prefer to zip my bag at all time. So one more time, let me show you. So the zip again. So when it goes downwards, it's easy, but this part, when it goes forward, it's a bit difficult. You see, it's tougher. So I'm not sure, is it because I need to lubricate the zip or something is wrong with the design, but for now I am thinking it's the design's fault. But I will try to lubricate it, and hopefully it will be, it will improve. So basically, the negative part is the material. Because it's canvas, you may want to be very careful about it, and you do not want to stain the bag. And of course, the weight of the bag, it's not light, it's quite heavy. And of course, lastly will be the zip. So with that, I guess I've covered both the pros and the cons of owning this bag. But overall, there are more pros than cons. And I totally did not regret purchasing these at all. And I really encourage anyone out there who are planning to buy this, please go and buy it, because you will not regret. And like for myself, I'm already thinking of purchasing my second one. Maybe the trapeze, because it looks pretty unique too. But yeah, anything from Celine right now, I guess they're doing a very good job in their designs, colors and stuff like that. Okay, so with that, let me continue on the second segment, which is what's in my Celine micro luggage. So as I mentioned earlier, I usually have a lot of stuff that I put in my Celine micro luggage, and these are the things that I bring with me every day in all my bags. Maybe not in my classic Chanel bag, because that bag is a bit too small, but on most of my bags I will definitely bring these items out. So without further ado, let me share with you the items that I put inside my Celine micro luggage. So on a typical day, I am a person who loves my IT gadget, meaning I can never leave home without my mini iPad. And because I take the subway very frequently, I take the bus very frequently, so I usually have to have an entertainment device on me. So I will have this, and it keeps me very occupied and very entertained. So this is a must-have in my bag, so I put that in my bag. And of course, every one of us will have a cell phone. So I have mine, and it's the iPhone 6 Plus. And for your info, I like this phone a lot compared to the previous phones that I own. And I guess Apple phone is the best. So I got this as a present. I really like it, and I check out my cover. Isn't this cute? I bought it in Japan too. So this is in my bag. And of course, my wallet, my Louis Vuitton wallet, that I store my credit card, my cash and stuff like that in this wallet. So wherever I go, I will bring this because I need the money. And of course, I have another important bag, which is my Louis Vuitton in Damier Ebene, and this is my cosmetic pouch in the smaller size. So I bought this also last week in Tokyo, Japan, and I've been very happy with this. I've been using this a lot, so I've yet to do a review on this item, so we'll do this soon, hopefully. Okay, and I bring this cosmetic pouch wherever I go also, because it's very important. And I have my Louis Vuitton card pouch, or card pouch. I call this the card pouch. Actually, it's a key holder, but I use it to keep my bus card. So because as I mentioned earlier, I will usually take the public transport, so I will bring this wherever I go. Okay, and I have my key pouch, my Louis Vuitton key pouch, which I have to bring each time when I step out of the house, because I need to lock the door and stuff like that. So this is my key pouch. And I have this another pouch, which is from Le Sport Sac. And this pouch contains my pass, my earphones, my sweets, my candies and stuff like that. So I will try to organize it so that it doesn't, I don't want the items to be all over the place, so I put it inside this pouch. So this is another item. And I have my Laduri tissue pouch. This tissue pouch is something that I bought in Tokyo, Japan too. And I use it to store my wet tissues and my dry tissues. I also have a card holder that contains, I think, more than 20 over cards of mine. So this goes with me each time when I want to go shopping because it contains a lot of my shopping discount cards. So yeah, I have this in my bag. And I have an umbrella. So this umbrella was also bought in Tokyo, Japan, and as you can see, the design is so cute, so kawaii. And I'm a person who do not like the sun, and I don't like to get sweaty and hot. So where I'm from is very hot and humid, so this is very important and it shields me away from the sun. Okay, so I always carry an umbrella most of the time. And last but not least, I have my fan. So this is a fan that I bought in Tokyo, Japan too. And as I mentioned to you earlier, my country is hot and humid and people tend to sweat a lot, including me. So a fan is very useful when you have a hot day ahead of you. So I will always bring this wherever I go because I am so worried about the hot and humid weather here, and I don't want to sweat and ruin my makeup and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a fan with me in my bag. Okay, all right, so that's it. See, I have no more items inside here. It's all pretty clean, pretty clear up because I've only used this bag only twice, okay, since my return from Japan. So in total, how many items did I put in my bag? The fan, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So 11 items that I put inside this Celine micro luggage. Okay, so it really depends on you on what size you want to buy, because as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to buy the mini size at first, but after holding it and putting it against my body, I felt that this size is actually just nice. And of course, the bigger the size, the more heavier it will be, so you may want to put all those into consideration. And for myself, because as much as possible I prefer a lighter bag, but because there are too many attractive things about this bag, I just had to put the weight issue aside. I had also to put aside the canvas material aside because I think it's very unique. And in the end of the day, I'm still able to put all my essentials in the bag. So I guess that's pretty much it for my video for today. So I hope it's not very long-winded, but I'm just so excited to share with you all those information. So I hope you enjoy watching the vid. And if you have any questions about any of my items or about this bag, please feel free to send me a message. And thank you very much for watching. Alright, with that, thank you very much. Bye guys.